GST rate structure finalized. How are multi-tiered GST slabs classified? As per new GST tax structure, which prices will go up and which will come down? Evaluate the newly proposed GST rate structure. GS Paper 3, Indian Economy, Tax Structure. What is the context about? India moved a step closer towards implementing the Goods and Services Tax (GST) after the centre and the states struck a consensus on the rates and structure of the ambitious tax reform. If they too manage to reach a compromise, India will have entered the last mile of GST. The consensus will for the first time economically unify the country into a common market by removing interstate barriers to trade in goods and services. How are multi-tiered GST slabs classified? As per the rate structure agreed upon by the Council. 0% tax. A zero tax rate will apply to 50% of the items present in the Consumer Price Index basket, including food grains such as rice and wheat. 5% tax. The next tax slab will be 5%, wherein items of mass consumption like spices, tea and mustard oil will be taxed. 12% tax. It will be applied for processed foods, a majority of the items used by the common man. 18% tax. It will be imposed mainly on soaps, oils, toothpastes, refrigerators and smartphones. 28% tax. White goods, cars etc. 28% and above, on so-called demerit and sin goods such as aerated drinks, luxury cars, tobacco and pan masala, a cess will be levied by the centre over and above the 28% slab. As per new GST tax structure, which prices will go up and which will come down? The items used by the middle class such as toothpastes, soaps and refrigerators, which currently have a high tax incidence of more than 27%, will be brought down into the lower slab of 18%. The cess will be levied in such a manner that the final tax incidence on so-called demerit and sin goods is not less than the existing tax rates. Evaluate the newly proposed GST rate structure. The cess on top of GST to be levied on luxury and sin goods is neither desirable nor efficient. Unless its levy is restricted to end-use products at the point of sale, it would further distort the efficiency gains from GST, as input credit for cess paid on intermediary goods is unlikely. Multiple rates will not just pose an administrative challenge but also spur ugly corporate lobbying of the kind. Similar visibility should be provided on dovetailing the multiple tax rates into 2 or 3 in the coming years, if not the international norm of a single GST rate. But the proposed rate structure is still too complicated to meet the objective of radically simplifying tax compliance.